Okay, so let's suppose that cars arrive at a fast food restaurant drive-through at a rate of 20 cars every hour between the hours of 12 noon and 1 p.m. And we take a random sample of 40 of these such time periods, and we find a mean number of cars going through the drive-through of 22.1. And let's assume sigma, the population standard deviation, is 4.6. So, we're talking about the sampling distribution of X bar, and is this sampling distribution of X bar, the sample mean, approximately normal? And we will say yes, it is, and that is because the sample size is 30 or more. That's all we need. We need a large sample, and since our sample size is 40, we know that the sample size is large enough, and we can say that the sampling distribution of X bar is approximately normal. Now, part B, what is the mean of the sampling distribution of X bar, which is this mu sub X bar, and that is just equal to mu, the population mean, which in this case is 20. That was given in the problem. The standard deviation of X bar is equal to sigma divided by the square root of n. We know that sigma is 4.6. And we know that n is 40. And I'm not going to even approximate that value. I'm just going to leave it just as it is. So if we now know that the distribution of X bar is approximately normal, we can draw this normal curve for X bar. The mean is in the center. It's 20. If we want the probability, now the question may be worded something like this. What's the probability that a simple random sample of 41 hour time periods result in a mean of at least 21.1 cars? So that means we want the sample mean to be at least greater than or equal to 22.1. So we'll identify 22.1, which is somewhere to the right of our mean of 20, and we want to find this area to the right. We'll use normal CDF. The lower bound is 22.1, upper bound is infinity. The mean is 20. The standard deviation is 4.6 divided by the square root of 40. And I'll type that in exactly as you see that in my calculator. Okay, and I get a value of 0.00194. So I will leave that as 0.00194. Just double check, 21, yes. Okay, so this is an unusual value. And so if the question asks, is this unusual? This is unusual. And so what we might conclude is that the mean number of cars going through the drive-through during this time period is probably more than 20 cars, because the value we got is an unusual value since the probability is less than 0.05. That indicates that probably maybe this population mean, it might be larger than what is stated based on our sample evidence.